What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Conversations with Kenny here on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now, Facebook, and TikTok and Twitch. A lot of stuff that we need to talk about, a lot of stuff that I was going over when I was going over my notes. But how is everyone doing today? If you're watching the live version, hope all is well. And if you're watching the tape version, I hope everything is good with you and you continue on with the week that you are having. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Battle Club Pro. If you don't know about Battle Club Pro, it is a wrestling promotion here in New York City. Me, Toe, Gigi, we got to go witness that. We love the guys and girls over at Battle Club Pro. So we attended their event this past Saturday. We'll get into that. WWE 2K news, as Pro from the Pro Wrestling Show had just mentioned in our comments here. They had dropped the trailer today. So we got to see the new trailer for WWE 2K23. We'll get into that. A little bit of news, a little bit of wrestling news here, some AOP news, some New Day news, some news about AJ Styles. We're going to get into the Royal Rumble. We have some old faces coming back for the women's Royal Rumble. We'll get into that. We'll go over the card for the Royal Rumble, and then we'll get into some NFL news. And of course, we'll wrap it up with what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw tonight. But I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get into some Battle Club Pro news. Over the weekend on Saturday, they had their big event. Welcome to New York, part 2. It was in Brooklyn. We had a ton of stars that came out to showcase their talents. We had one of the best matches that I got to see out of this card. I'm just not going to go through every single one of them because we'll go over that on Thursday with the Knuckleheads wrestling show. But brand new champion, Crown Pros Icon champion, Cosmic. I know I talked a lot of crap about Cosmic, but it was all in good fun. Well-deserved victory for this girl. If you have not checked out who Cosmic is, please go do so. Go check her out on Instagram. An amazing talent for Battle Club Pro. She is your new pro icon champion. Sir Wilkins from the Jobber Tears podcast made his in-ring debut. He took on Simon Miller from WaltCulture.com. It was the battle of the podcasts. And at the end, of course, the Queens, New York native himself, Sir Wilkins, went out and became victorious. Hopefully we get to see him in the ring once again, because I could have sworn that the announcer said that this was going to be his debut and retirement match. We can't let that happen. We got to get in Sir Wilkins in for at least one more match, maybe with another podcast. You never know. But for the most part, he did an amazing job. We had new tag team champions as main event lost their tag team titles on Saturday as well. Darius Carter took on Pena. Pena still being your Battle Club Pro champion. My man Mike Awesome was in the house in tag team action. Rufus Lala was also in action over the weekend. It was always good to see Rufus Lala in action. Who else do we have? But if you guys haven't checked out Battle Club Pro yet, you guys definitely need to do so, because they're a really fun, entertaining company that I just love to see on a daily basis. I was trying to get this a little bit closer there, but we're gonna close that out. We're gonna move on to some other news here. So WWE came out and decided they wanted to hit us with their trailer for today. I was hoping that I could play the trailer for you guys, but due to like copyrights and stuff like that, and I don't want this video to be taken down. But they did give us more of the pictures for today. We get 3 covers of John Cena, which we get obviously Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect John Cena. We're getting the Thugonomics John Cena, and then we're getting the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion John Cena. I love these covers. I know a lot of people were saying before, and even myself, where I said, why couldn't they have different somebody else to be on the cover of 2K23? But obviously now going into it, I said I'll have a lot more details as far as what 2K23 is going to bring you. There are a lot of different features now going into this. So let's go over what WWE 2K is going to bring you. If you guys do not know, 2K23 will release on March 17th. And that will go on all platforms. That's going to go on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Let's see here. I was so happy about this one because now we got the date. It's going to be on March 17th. They came out with a little bit of the roster. The roster is not 100% done, but for the most part, we're going to get Bad Bunny finally in the game. We don't need to create him anymore. We're finally going to get Bad Bunny in the game. He's going to be the pre-order bonus character that you will get to download. He's going to be a playable character in the game. Now, we've seen this in the past before with Logan Paul and Johnny Knoxville, where we got to see a lot of these other characters come in as bonus characters or the DLC packs that we get later on in the year. Bobby Lashley is also another character who's going to be in the WWE game. Bianca Belair, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes making his return to a WWE 2K game, Drew McIntyre, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, obviously John Cena, Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, Ronda Rousey, and one of the legends, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is just a small part of who is going to be on the roster, but they are definitely telling us that it's going to be a huger roster than it was from last year. We're going to get more people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, and of course, all the legends that we've known to love in WWE 2K games. When you pre-order the WWE 2K game, you get to get Bad Bunny automatically downloaded onto your game, or if you get the physical disc version, you can download Bad Bunny. He'll be a playable character. He will also be in the My Faction, so you'll get a My Faction card for Bad Bunny as well. WWE 2K23 Showcase Mode is going to be all about John Cena. The legendary 16-time World Heavyweight Champion will be the new Showcase Mode Showcase Mode athlete feature for the game, obviously, because he is on the front cover. So we're going to go through the 20 years of John Cena. We're going to get the toughest opponents that John Cena has faced throughout his career. So we're going to get AJ Styles. We're going to get Kurt Angle. We're going to get Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Batista, and JBL. All in this game. These are guaranteed people that we know are going to be in this game just because we know that they're going to go through the career of John Cena. So it's great that we're going to get JBL once again as a playable character. We're going to get Batista as a playable character. Obviously, we're going to get Edge as a playable character on here as well. The Rock, obviously, is going to be another legend who is going to be in the game just because he had a history with John Cena. I can't wait to see how they're going to do the whole Kurt Angle, John Cena angle when they did the Ruthless Aggression spot for SmackDown. Obviously, we get to probably see the hardcore match between him and Batista, all the matches that he had with Brock Lesnar. This is going to be an interesting showcase nonetheless. 2K23 is also listening to the fans this time around when they bring a new feature to the game, as WWE 2K is going to bring you War Games. That is right. We're finally getting War Games on 2K. And it's going to come out on 2K23. War Games is going to be a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-4 mayhem inside of two side-by-side rings in a double steel cage match. Now, we know we've had some classic matches with Undisputed Era. We just had War Games with the Bloodline on Survivor Series. So I can't wait to get my favorite people in the ring to do War Games this coming March. GM mode is coming back once again. And of course, My Faction mode is also going to be returning back to the 2K feature lineup. That is all the news that I have for 2K that I seen. And I'm trying to see what else is there. We had a couple of snapshots from the game, but I don't have them here. I thought I did. I didn't have them. But this right now is just the covers that we get for 2K23. I can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the new lineup for 2K. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see all the other people that is going to be featured in this game. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
All right, sorry about that. I had to take a little break there, checking some levels there for a minute. So basically, that was all of 2K23. We got some more news coming in there. Now we're going to turn into some wrestling news. I had mentioned before that WWE was thinking about bringing back some familiar faces once again to the company. Now, with the whole Vince McMahon returning back to his chair, I know a lot of other people were thinking that maybe it wasn't such a good idea of coming back to WWE. Let me pick up the microphone here a little bit. But another tag team might grace us back with their presence here in WWE. AOP has been rumored to be coming back to WWE. There's been talks between AOP and WWE about making a return back to the main event roster. Now, you know, AOP has not been seen since 2020, where when they got released through budget cuts, it's obviously with a whole bunch of other people that have somewhat made the return, and some of them are out doing other things in the wrestling world. But AOP, once they got released, they decided that they wasn't going to wrestle anymore. We have not heard much from these guys. The last time that we heard anything from them was back in 2022 when they said that they were going to make their own wrestling promotion. But nonetheless, that failed, and they decided that they're just going to retire. But we might end up getting AOP plus Paul Ellering as their manager back in WWE, and we may see them either on Raw or SmackDown. Now, Royal Rumble is this Saturday, so you never know where they might end up. The New Day podcast was one of my favorite podcasts, listening to them every single morning on Mondays. They took a hiatus, obviously, when they broke up and Big E got injured. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods didn't know what else was going to happen in their future, but Kofi was asked in the latest interview whether or not that the New Day podcast was going to come back. Kofi said that he did not know whether or not that the podcast was going to come back, just due to a lot of things that were not in the works for the three of them. I know before he said that they did everything on Zoom, which was great, but they had more fun doing everything in person. So with Big E sideline and Kofi and Xavier Woods doing NXT tapings on Tuesdays, it makes it a little bit hard for them to all to get together. But hopefully soon in 2023, we may get a brand new episode of the New Day Feel the Power podcast. Well, I feel like I'm trying to get something here and it messed up again. Good morning, Miss Heel Liz. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. So that is some AOP news. We went through the New Day. I'm going over my list of things that I wanted to talk about today. AJ Styles was supposed to make an appearance over on Wrestle Kingdom 17 along with Carl Anderson, but due to injury, he decided to not take the trip over to New Japan to appear on Wrestle Kingdom. Now, it wasn't him to wrestle, but more or less for him to walk down with Carl Anderson, but because he broke his ankle, he just decided not to do so, which was a really smart idea on his part. And now we're gonna get into a little bit of Royal Rumble news here, trying to see where I'm at here. So I was looking into the women's Royal Rumble matches here, and it looks like that Tyson Kidd is going to be back as producer for the women's Royal Rumble, which is great. He wasn't the producer last year. I think he had some private stuff that he needed to deal with. They brought in Finley last year to help out with the women's Royal Rumble, but good to see that the women's Royal Rumble this year round is going to have their old producers back. So it looks like we're going to get a really good women's Royal Rumble match. Ronda Rousey will not be a part of the women's Royal Rumble. They do not have her in the working plans as of yet, but you never know. Things do change in WWE and in wrestling. So it looks like for now, no Ronda Rousey at Royal Rumble. Doesn't look like we're going to get too many surprises for the women's Royal Rumble just because they're saying that they have enough women so far to cover all 30 competitors. So I don't think that we're going to get a lot of surprises when it comes to the women's Royal Rumble match. Going over the card here, obviously we know that Royal Rumble is this Saturday, and we only got 5 matches. So we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Championship. We have Bianca Belair taking on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. And we have Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in a pitch black match. And of course, we have the men's and women's Royal Rumbles. That gives us 5 matches on this card. I am surprised that they're not overfilling this card, which is great. Leading into Elimination Chamber, which will be in February, and then the main attraction, WrestleMania, being in April, right? So let's go over this. Obviously, we had the contract signing on Friday for Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, but that took a turn for the worse when Kevin Owens decided to attack everyone from the bloodline and leaving Sami Zayn in the middle of the ring holding the contract, which would lead us into Monday Night Raw later on, that we will discuss more about that. My prediction is I really think that Roman Reigns will continue to be our undisputed champion going into Elimination Chamber and the WrestleMania. Next up, we have Bianca Belair taking on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, Bianca Belair has been on an all-time high when it comes to defending her Raw Women's Championship, being on social media, being in front of the cameras. Promo skills still with Bianca Belair is not the best, but we're hoping for a much better Bianca Belair in 2023. I see Bianca Belair still being our Raw Women's Championship, but I do see Alexa Bliss turning more heel, getting more help from Uncle Howdy, and fully giving herself to Bray Wyatt and the whole Wyatt family and the Wyatt Six. This is going to be one hell of a match because we've seen previous matches between Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair where I both say they've been putting on killer matches with each other. Obviously, they've been on the road together as well, giving people previews of this match is going to happen this Saturday. A new match is being introduced this Saturday, as well as Bray Wyatt is going to make his in-ring televised debut against LA Knight in a Mountain Dew pitch black match. Not too sure of what this match is going to bring you, but we, for the most part, we kind of figured that the lights are going to be out and they're probably just going to shine one light on both competitors and they're just going to go at it. I don't know. I wish I was in attendance for this just to get a more of a feel of this match in person rather than seeing it on TV. But nonetheless, we're going to get Bray Wyatt's return back to the square circle on TV. He's been making some appearances at different house shows lately. So we've been seeing that he's, definitely in ring shape. And then we have the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. Now, there's been a whole bunch of prediction as to who is going to be in the men's Royal Rumble match? Are we going to get some returns? Are we going to get some legends? And then nonetheless, where does Cody Rhodes fit into the Royal Rumble? If you wanted to do a FanDuel prediction, Cody Rhodes is like the plus 1,000% chance of winning the men's Royal Rumble. And then we move on to the women's Royal Rumble, where Rhea Ripley is the odds-on favorite to win the women's Royal Rumble match. Now, that is all taking place in San Antonio, Texas, this Saturday at 8 o'clock. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Myself, Toe, Gigi, Lay, Show, we will all be together. This is going to be the first time that all of us are going to be together to stream something live in person. We will be streaming the Royal Rumble together. We will also be bringing in some guests as well, playing double duty, because I'll also be part of the I'll be a part of another podcast that I'll be doing some Royal Rumble predictions and live reactions to. So this should be fun. Going to be a crazy Saturday night. We're going to have kids. We're going to have family. We're going to have everyone over. And then we're just going to stream the Royal Rumble. NFL news. The Giants obviously lost. I don't know what to say. This is just going to the scoreboards here. Hopefully we can pan this out here. Let's just go to the scoreboards. I have no words as far as like what happened to the New York Giants. They played well last week. This week they decided to shit the bed and lose to the Philadelphia Eagles 38-7. Eagles in a snow-filled Buffalo Bills arena beat the Bills 27-10. The Cowboys lost to the 49ers 19-12. So that is going to bring us now where we're going to get the 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And of course, we're going to get a rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Bengals. My money to win the whole thing, to make it to the Super Bowl and actually win the Super Bowl, is going to be the 49ers. I think that they're going to be the better team out. I think that the Bengals will beat the Chiefs this time around, and it's going to be the Bengals and the 49ers in the Super Bowl this year. And then we're going to end up getting the 49ers coming out with the Cinderella story, coming out and sweeping it and beating the Bengals at the Super Bowl. That is it for news when it comes to the NFL. Tonight, Monday Night Raw, the 30th anniversary, 30 years of Monday Night Raw. But the boys, of course, is going to bring you all the details, all the action, all the laughs. Tonight, 7:30, starting with news and rumors, taking a look back on the weekend. We have trivia starting at 8:30 and 9:30. And then we're going to get into promo wars is going to happen at 10 o'clock. We have the returning champion, Johnny, who is going to be taking on our MVP of the comments, Tyson. They're going to go one-on-one and battle it out and see who is victorious. What do we have on tap for today? For tonight's Monday Night Raw, of course, we're going to get legends, the Bella Twins, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Ron Simmons, the King Jerry Lawler, Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Teddy Long, and HBK are all going to be in attendance. And so is Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He will also be in attendance tonight as well, as WWE celebrates 30 years of Monday Night Raw. But we do have some great action as the Usos will be taking on Judgment Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. Now, hopefully, we do not get Dominic Mysterio as another tag team champion. Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch and Bayley will be in action tonight in a steel cage match. Bobby Lashley is going to take on Austin Theory for the United States Championship. And of course, I'm predicting this to be the opener of Monday Night Raw, but we are going to get a tribal court as Sami Zayn is going to be on trial against the Bloodline and to discuss his actions in the last couple of weeks. Now, we've seen, if you watched SmackDown on Friday, Roman Reigns was not pleased with Sami Zayn at all with a lot of the things that are going on between him and the Bloodline. So tonight, Sami Zayn is going to answer to all of the questions and rumors that are going around between him and Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. That is everything that we have for Monday Night Raw. Cut back here. Look at the comments here. Hassan is in the building. What's going on, Hassan? He says, Happy Chinese New Year. I got back my AEW Dark and Raw tonight, of course. And that is it. I think that's everything that we covered. Like I said, tonight, 7:30, we'll be back. I'll be back for news and rumors and Monday Night Raw. We'll do trivia. We'll listen to some promos. We'll laugh or joke. It is raining here in New York City, so I am going to get going. But if you're not following us on Instagram, please do so. It's over at the Call Up Podcast. Don't forget the Knuckleheads Network, YouTube and Instagram, and on TikTok. And you can find me on TikTok as well over on Conversations with Kenny, where I'll be going live playing some baseball in a little while, hopefully, if my internet doesn't act up like it's been doing lately. Guys, that is it. I am done. Very short stream today. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I have something to do. I'll see you Thursday. Guys, until next time.